Hi, and thank you for joining me. My name is Teresa Crawley. It's a beautiful day in Frederick, Colorado at Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Today I'm going to be showing you one of our pre-owned units, 2019 Thor Freedom Elite. This is the 26HE floor plan. It comes in just at about 27 feet and a half. So the 26 is a little misleading, but it's within a foot and a half. So you're at a 27.5 foot long coach here. This is on a Ford E350 Super Duty chassis with a Triton V10 engine here. Just a couple specs. It does hold 55 gallons of unleaded fuel. So this is going to be a great camping vehicle to get away with the family. Lots of sleeping areas. We'll see inside, but one of the main things I want you to see is how well taken care of this was. You can see this is not a full body paint, this is a decal, but you'll notice that there aren't cracks and fading on this. That tells me that the previous owner took really good care of it and quite probably kept it indoors in a covered space. I'll show you a little bit of the storage as we go around. We've got nice clips up here to hold these doors open so you can get in there without your head getting hit. There are also lights in the bays, really nice feature. And of course, you've probably noticed we're under a really nice, big, beautiful powered awning with LED lights. Great area to set up a little barbecue or a little fire pit. It's what camping's all about, right? We have a 6-gallon water heater. We're just seeing the exterior of some of these things, so I'll just mention them as we go by. We also have a place to plug in a TV or anything else, a boom box, if you will. Going around the back here, we of course have 5,000 pounds towing capacity. You can take a boat with you or a Jeep. And they did include a ladder on here, which isn't always the case, but that'll help you get any debris off the roof, make sure all your seals are intact, etc. So it's handy to have that here. This coach does have one slide, and I want to point out that it does have a slide topper. What that does is keep debris out of your coach when you do bring your slide in. So say there are some branches that fell, it's going to push those off as it goes in. Or say rain or snow, it's going to help from getting all that dumped inside of your coach. So the slide toppers are a really, really nice upgrade. Not every coach has that, but it really does keep the inside of your coach nicer, and it keeps the seal around your slide intact a lot better, so you can get a lot better seal on your gasket that's around there. Under here we have a really great storage place. Really good size. And this is where I would put my camping chairs and fishing poles, because it does go back quite far. You are seeing the 30 amp short cord there. I'm not plugged in right now because I have my generator running. And you'll see how much quieter that gets when we get inside. This is where that short cord's going to go in. And then right here we have a place to plug in a TV. Or cable, excuse me. So if you have cable at your campground, that's where you would plug in there. Here's your 4,000 watt gas Onan generator. And of course that does get a lot quieter when you're inside. And then your 9.6 gallon propane tank. Now the propane tank on this unit is used for your heat, for your gas cooktop, and your water heater as well. This is where we would hook into city water. We also do have a holding tank flush on this unit, which is really nice to keep it smelling fresh and clean. And this is another place you just put water in. You might wonder, how is this to drive? Well, I drove it over here myself and it was quite easy. I will say that a unit like this, the main word that comes to mind besides clean is easy. We get very complicated motorhomes here that are very difficult to learn the systems. This is one that I would consider simple, a great starter motorhome, a great family camper. The systems are just very easy to learn. We'll go inside and see some of that. There is a screen door here if you want to go in and out. Keep the bugs out, you just slide this across. Nice safe handlebar as well. And then right at the entry, you'll see you have a battery disconnect. That's going to save your house batteries when you're away. You also have solar on this coach. Your awning control is right here, and we can pull that back in since we're not seeing the outside anymore. And then right next to that, we have a light for your steps. So that's just going to help you see those steps when you're coming in at nighttime. Ooh, it's getting bright in here. It's a beautiful day in Colorado. Over here we of course have a fire extinguisher and some storage. So this is where you're just coming in the coach, you want to hang up your jacket or your dog leash or whatever. This is a great little spot there. You don't have to move around in the coach to find what you're looking for. And what a nice, modern, beautiful finish this coach has. Beautiful dark cabinets. I'm going to close that door so we can hear the difference. Say you're sleeping at night and your generator's on, it's not going to be terribly loud. On that note, we do have a 13,500 BTU air conditioning unit. A little bit more storage up above here. This is really a lot taller than I can reach, but the guys can put their stuff up there. Over here we've got your fridge and freezer. Again, this was a really well-maintained coach. There's only so much we can clean in these things, and this one is darn clean just from how it came in. Back here we've got a nice hanging closet and dresser drawers. And you'll see these are a little tight for me to pull out. That's a good thing in a motorhome. When you're driving down the road and you take a sharp corner, these aren't going to come flying open and spilling your socks all over the floor. Nice size corner bath here. And I had one of my assistants come in this shower earlier. He's 6'5" and could stand in here quite easily. And this does have the detachable shower head, so he could spray off as well. Right now it's down just because the unit's winterized and we have to let that winterizing fluid drip a little bit. But we also have a nice slide across shower curtain, so you don't have to mess with that or any loud glass doors banging as you're turning corners, etc. Of course, toilet, and then we have a little bit of storage under and a nice medicine cabinet up above. Here, I'll let you see that. And we have an exhaust fan in here as well that'll help keep the moisture out. Back here we've got a nice queen size bed. Storage overhead and reading lights that are individual, so each person can turn on their own light. And this bed is actually quite nice. I kind of was pushing on it earlier. I didn't take a nap here, although I was tempted, but nice and comfy bed. This does not have storage underneath it, and I'll show you why in a few moments, but we do have plug-ins on either side and USB ports on this side of the bed here. And a little privacy curtain that just glides right across. Again, very simple to operate this unit. Over here we have a nice pantry space with nice pull-out drawers. These are pretty good and deep, actually. Trying to utilize every little bit of space here. Microwave oven, of course, And then here we have a 3-burner propane cooktop. And the lid of that makes a really nice splash guard, so you're not having to clean off the windows or mess up your nice wallboard. Wallboard is just wallpaper with a board attached to it, if you're wondering. Down here we've got a great storage place for your deeper pots and pans. Again, this is pretty good size. And we've got a really good sized sink with a sprayer. This is also good size, deep for what we're looking at, such a small motorhome. A lot of these things you don't know that you need until you've had a motorhome that frustrated you. A lot of these come with really, really shallow sinks that you can't even wash your dishes in. So that's why I say these things. It's deep. You're going to be able to fit a pot or a pan in there easily. Little place for your trash can. And then over here we also have more drawers. These are probably where I'd put my silverware and things. Right above it here, this is your generator, start and stop. We also have your water pump on and off, your LP gas on and off, and your water heater on and off. You can also check how full your tanks are. So you have the capacity of 40 gallons of fresh. Right now it's empty, and that's a good thing since we are having freezes still at night. You have the capacity 29 gallons of black, and it's also empty, and that's always a good thing. Gray is capacity of 25 gallons, and it is empty right now as well. So that's really nice to see. When do we need to plan our next trip to the dump station or the water fill? Over here, obviously, this is where you're going to be doing your eating, your card games, etc. But this does also convert into a bed if you need extra sleeping. All in all, you've got 2 people in the master bed. You can fit 2 people in this. Width-wise, it definitely will fit 2 people. It is a little bit shorter than a regular bed, but 2 kids could sleep here easily. And then on this side, we have what we call a jackknife sofa, and this just lays down. So 1 or 2 people can sleep there as well. And then of course, the cab over a Class C motorhome is almost always going to be a bed. And this one of course is, and it's very wide. 2 people for sure, 2 adults can sleep up here quite easily. And your huge flat screen TV is up here as well. It's on an arm that will swivel out so you can sit on the sofa or at the table and watch TV in this coach. I'm going to put this back up, and you'll see it's just easy. You just have to get the right angle on it. There we go. One more thing to point out, these have really nice blinds in them. So these aren't going to be clanging around while you're driving. I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you're driving for hours and hours and you're hearing metal clanging, it gets pretty annoying. So this is a really nice feature that those go up and down so easily. And those are all the way around except for in the kitchen area. That does have to be a blind because those kind could catch on fire. So they do a metal blind there. If you don't have any use for this upstairs space, it makes a great storage place, or you can actually take this piece out altogether or push it back. That gives you a lot more headroom when you're driving. Not that you don't have headroom, but it does change the feeling of driving when you have light above you. We'll look at the cab real quick and you can see what I'm kind of saying here. So you've got the bed up above you right now, but in travel mode, I would probably always lift that up just because it feels open. It kind of just makes it a more relaxed drive for me anyway. Up here, again, this is a very simple vehicle. We do have cruise control. It's automatic. You just shift it right here. Another thing to note, this has 9,863 miles on it, so very low mileage, barely broken in, as we would say. One great feature this has is this emergency start button. And what that does is if your chassis battery is running very low and your vehicle doesn't want to start and you're stuck out at a campground, You can pull from your house battery just by holding this button down. It'll pull from there, you'll be able to start, and then by having your vehicle running, you're going to recharge your batteries. So that'll just help you get out of a sticky situation if you were stuck somewhere. And then up here, just the basics, we have some plugins here, an HDMI, USB, of course a stereo system, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, etc. But again, super clean. Whoever owned this before took pride in it and took really good care of it. I'm going to show you the slide operation now, which does include moving the bed in. So this is what I was saying earlier, why this doesn't have storage underneath. This is actually a slide mechanism under here. So what you do is you just flip the bed like this, and then the slide, is right here. And when you're ready to go home, you just hold this button and get that slide in. Very easy, very simple to get home. There's not a lot of tear down here like if you're in a tent. This is what we call glamping. I think that's about it for this coach. If you need any more information, including price, please call or email me. We can't post that on YouTube. So teresa.crawley@transwest.com, 303-684-3427. Have a great day.